Leaders in early learning services are leaders of wellbeing. So it's really important that leaders are able to build their own knowledge, skills and confidence around leading wellbeing at their place. So BU again can be really empowering for leaders to have the tools and the resources and also the support of BU consultants, but also other leaders in other services.
So when you're developing your quality improvement plan, it is important to think about including mental health and well-being, because when you think about the continuous quality improvement planning process, it involves three key processes. It's reflection on the service philosophy, it's self-assessing against the national quality standard and the regulatory requirement, but it's also identifying any areas that require improvement and creation of a prioritised plan to achieve this. So it's a perfect place to include issues related to mental health and well-being.
So my role at the service is the service educational leader. So one of the main parts of that role is to support our educators in implementing the BU initiative in their rooms and supporting children, families and the community in their social and emotional well-being. As a leader, BU has really helped me because we can utilise the reflection questions on the modules and we also have access to BU consultants.
As the director of a preschool, I see my role as ensuring the well-being of all. So yes, we do focus on the children and the family, but it's very important that we do also, look out for each other as educators and ensuring that there's well-being everywhere within the centre. So as well as having our staff meetings, we do know that it's just as important to have, our downtime social events as a team as well. BU is now incorporated into our staff inductions. All staff are invited into our BU community online and are shown the different PL modules that we can do so that they can be engaged in our reflections and our discussions and the different resources we use throughout the year.
As a leader, you're also really a very important role model. So things like if you want to establish or maintain a professional culture at your place where it's a safe space to talk about mental health, you are in a very important position to be able to do this. And by being a leader and yourself having open conversations about mental health, by embedding mental health into whatever you do, by talking about it, documenting it, embedding it in policies, having it as a permanent agenda item on your staff meetings, displaying the BU statement of commitment. All of these things are really powerful ways to lead wellbeing.
Leadership is really important for advocacy, to ensure that your staff teams, your management committee, the broader community are aware of children's mental health and wellbeing. So the role that leadership plays in supporting children's mental health and wellbeing comes across in a number of different ways. It can be in advocacy, it can be ensuring that the correct resources are in the space available. It can be even as simple as making sure that your staff roster is appropriately developed in such a way that educators are feeling comfortable working in the space together.
So one of the tools that we've found highly useful in our assessment and planning is the implementation tool, which does give us many questions and it allows us to plot where we currently are and then does guide us into possible future directions. It's something that we can use individually and then come together as a team and continually throughout each year see where we're going with each of the areas.
I really wanted to add that anyone who has not yet started the BU initiative to please do. It really has helped us grow not only as a team but a centre and to support once again, not only our families and our children that currently attend our centre, but also the community. It has given us so many opportunities to have professional growth, and we can do that in our own time by using the online BU modules.